This sode would not be possible without the support of our listeners, patrons, and sponsors. If you'd like to learn more about supporting the 3-Bit Gamer Show, check us out on Patreon at patreon.com/3BG. And a huge thanks goes out to our boss-level patrons, Christopher and Patrick.
We know things are bad. Worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me at least have my Hearthstone, and my NBA, and my iPhone, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not gonna leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I want you to get up now. I want you, all of you, to get up and get out of your plush gaming chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm mad as hell because I'm listening to the 3-Bit Gamer Show!
This is Asmodan. Welcome to the 3-Bit Gamer Show.
It's the 3-Bit Gamer Show. I'm JD.
This is Peterson.
This is Lynn.
And I'm done talking. I'm done. That was all throatal.
Yeah.
Extremely throatal cord
Would you like a lozenge?
oriented. Well, I actually, right before you clear your throat, how it's like a little scratchy, I left that in. It was like very method. Because I was like,
wow.
Yeah, because I was like, that'll give
phlegm
me...
bubble just rattling around in
yeah.
there.
Don't worry, listeners. I
Phlegm
will
bubble.
clear my throat on air for everybody.
You just leave it in
right
there?
into the mic. I'll hold my throat against the mic.
Yes, thank you.
By the way-
for a purely audio medium, that's really what the listeners
They
want.
need to know what's going on.
In my throat.
If you could smack your lips a couple of times, just this
Oh,
is
jeez.
good.
I don't like this.
Maybe suck your teeth
Lynn, you're making it worse. No, quick challenge. If any of you can name the movie that monologue was taken from,
Oh, yeah.
let us know. Because I didn't know.
We will give you kudos.
We'll give you kudos.
Yay. But right now we have kudos for other things.
Not for you.
No.
Not yet.
For me.
Be patient.
I got Fudos.
Yes. It's been, a week since we've done a Fudos?
Dude, we're living in a golden age of dope new food products.
It's crazy.
You
is-
grew up in the 90s.
It's a silver lining.
You grew up in the 90s. You remember there were new foods that came out, but it did not seem they came out like this quick of a clip, right?
They were, companies weren't just trying stuff
Yeah.
just because.
Like, if
Now-
you rolled out a new product, it was a huge
was a big
effing
deal.
You had a marketing
Commercials.
campaign, you had commercials, you
But
had
that
ads.
was first after you tested it in the Midwest very secretly. Very, very
When there was
And you
no
didn't have the
there was no
internet to get it
internet,
out.
so it wasn't all over the place. But now you walk down the cereal aisle, and it's like all new flavors of everything. They're just trying stuff, and it sucks, and it's gone in a month. But
Every time I
love it.
walk down the cereal aisle, I feel like I'm I'm on an acid trip. I'm just
What's
like, what?
happening?
They have this flavor of Fruit Loops now? I don't understand this. And all of those characters are staring at me with their dead eyes, just being like, sugar, bitch,
hey,
sugar.
but they're trying stuff, and I love it.
Can you imagine how fucked up your perception of the world would be if you'd grown up in a test market city? Or just you had a grocery store that was just on the circuit for test products, and you would talk to friends in college, you'd leave home and go to college, and you'd be like, dude, do you remember this cereal growing up? And they would look like you were crazy, and then you'd go on the internet to look it up, but it wouldn't have existed because it could have been a test market product that only had a limited run of a couple thousand, and there's no evidence of it ever having existed, and you were like, I'm losing my fucking mind.
I think you're
I swear
being-
this existed.
I had this food. I ate it.
You're being awfully optimistic that someone who grew up in one of the cities would live to go to college.
Okay, so pretend they're one of the lucky few that gets out. What are they going
That
home
didn't
looking
turn
through
into
photo,
a
family
genetically
photo
modified
albums?
turkey.
Yeah, they're like, oh, I gotta find a picture of my family with that cereal box in it, or I'll lose my mind.
Cinnamon cupcake fruity pebbles.
It
I swear
existed.
they
I had those. So, one of these things that I've been stoked for a while, ever since I saw it announced. And any gamer should also be similarly excited about this.
Get on board.
Don't gatekeep
When
my
was the-
snacking.
Oh, you think you're a gamer?
you think you're a gamer? Well-
Only true gamers eat pizza rolls. Mm-hmm. Because, and when's the last time you saw new pizza roll products? I think they were just looking down the list and they're like, oh shit, we haven't updated pizza rolls in a minute. We got to update those. And you know what they did? They updated them with the mini snack mix.
This is incredible.
Okay, so it is.
It's the loot box.
It's a
of
loot
pizza
box
rolls.
of pizza rolls. We have pepperoni pizza mini
Nani?
rolls, mozzarella stick, little mozzarella sticks, cheesy marinara bites, and garlic bread bites.
And they're all in the same bag.
That's and then the America one. That's just the regular one, and then the American mix.
Oh, there's that's not
Is
the
it just
American mix?
ammunition and smoking?
The American mix is cheddar bites, ham and
Oh.
cheese bites, potato bites, and cheeseburger flavored pizza roll
Okay, that
snacks.
sounds terrible.
God bless America.
Lynn gets it. Lynn understands it. And for some reason, the marketing copy on their website,
Ah,
before
Jesus
listing
Christ.
every object, it
Incredible.
says, Behold!
Behold!
All caps,
Behold!
behold with,
4 exclamation
is that
points.
four exclamation?
Behold!
Cheesy marinara bites.
Behold!
Mozzarella sticks.
Behold!
Pepperoni pizza rolls.
Behold!
Garlic bread bites.
I
Take
don't
my
get it.
money.
I don't get it. It's anyway, so I was hanging out with some friends and we had a bag. They're coming back.
Wait. You have friends?
Other friends in
Oh.
real life.
Oh, thanks for inviting me.
This story's going to get
Thanks
really
for
sad
inviting
if
me.
you assume I'm making up the friends in it. Let me proceed.
All
So
right.
there's 90 pieces in these bags.
Okay. Okay, we know you don't have friends.
And I turn to my friends who exist and are definitely real, and I
They go to
say,
a different school.
do you want to make half a bag, or do you want to each commit to eating 30 pieces? And everyone, this was Jackson and Trent. Jackson and Trent, they go, yeah, let's just do 30 pieces, whatever, screw it.
Oh, it's Jackson and Trent. Yeah, this makes sense now.
Yeah, and so I was like, okay, whatever.
I get it.
And I'm thinking that seems like excessive, but well, who cares? This bag costs like $6. So we throw it in the oven, pull it out, divvy it up. Everyone grabs a bowl full of these. Just get a bowl, and they were gone, and they were gone in like 5 minutes. Like I had this internal debate of whether or not we could finish these, and they were gone in 5 minutes. We're like, you want to get another bag?
I have a very important question. Were you sober?
Oh no. You
This
don't
makes
eat.
more
Do
sense
people
then.
eat pizza rolls sober?
That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah, if you hate yourself. That's the...
After
Sorry.
you eat them, you have to be not sober immediately. After you're like, oh man, I need
Christ,
a fucking
what have
Why
I
did
done?
I eat 30 pizza rolls?
You look at the blood on your hands. My blood, you mean just grease, and you're just like,
How did this happen?
We just
have
the
I
American mix is
done?
great because you can do them. You can dunk them all in ketchup. They're all very well suited for ketchup because there's the cheeseburger one, the potato one, the ham and cheese
so these
one
aren't
is
really
a bit of a
pizza rolls.
stretch.
These are just mini hot pockets. Then
Is that not what a pizza roll is?
no, they have marinara sauce in them. Pizza rolls.
I
So
thought
these-
pizza roll was more of like a
These are-
lifestyle. Like you're putting stuff in your pizza roll. Like you just put stuff in little tiny
I
pockets. You're
didn't
pizza
choose.
rolling it.
I didn't choose to like pizza rolls. I was born to like pizza rolls.
Yeah, and I just
Pizza
rolled.
rolls chose me.
Yeah, if they were, so you're telling me if pizza rolls rolled out, maybe Lynn is the reason they haven't innovated pizza rolls because they're like because they have a product tester. The guy comes in, he's like, guys, what if we did like a ham and cheese pizza roll? And there's a Lynn in that meeting that's like,
Semantics, bitch.
what
is there marinara
Read
sauce
the
in
name
there?
on the bag, Edgar.
Read
the name on the fucking bag.
These are not testing well
Francis
with Asian
Totino
women.
would be rolling
Pizza
in his
rolls.
grave. He'd be rolling in his grave.
You
if
see that portrait
brought
of
this
Francis? You look at
horseshit-
Francis
this
and you tell
horseshit
him we're gonna have a
idea.
ham and cheese pizza
okay,
roll.
Okay, Lynn, we won't do it. Gosh.
So for the last 20 years, it's just been the 3 pizza flavors. Thanks
As
a lot,
long as
Lynn.
I'm in charge of Totino's pizza rolls, I will be damned if you bring in any newfangled ingredients.
So the Lynn died, and they're like, dude, we have literally so many ideas. We have to do them all at once.
It's explained.
Let's
It's
have
explained.
4
All those
different
shitty
pizza roll ideas
Lynn
and shove them into a bag.
CEOs of the 90s are dead now. And they're stoner.
The new age is
Crazy.
out.
What about like a
The guys that did inhale in
cheeseburger?
college.
Yep.
Yep.
What
Ham and
about
cheese?
like a ham and cheese?
No, how about the guy?
Yep.
How about the guy that proposed the potato thing? It's like a potato bite. It's about the size. It's like about as round as it's like a bottle cap. A
Just
potato
potato?
bite. And they're selling that as a pizza roll. It doesn't even have anything in it.
They
Potatoes.
tricked you. They tricked you hard.
Yep. No. Yeah. The stoner's like, no, dude. It has potato on the outside and on the inside.
It's
Oh
like
my god. Oh my god.
Wait,
Isn't all food technically a pizza roll then? Well, yeah, because if you think about it, even a cheeseburger's got like the bun on the outside and the burger on the inside.
But it's not
Is
like
a
a
cheeseburger
roll.
a
It's
pizza
not like
roll?
encased within it.
Well, it doesn't matter, man. It's a mindset.
Look,
Whatever,
pizza roll
dude.
is a
Pass the
lifestyle
bong
now.
And shut up.
It's not really a roll.
Yeah, so kudos. This is a kudos.
Yeah, you loved it.
But I haven't even complimented them. They were delicious.
You
They really were good.
You said that you all ate them all very
Yeah.
quickly, and then I just shat all over your
Yeah,
opinion hard.
It's fine. I mean, my opinion's right on this one. Everyone should go try these. They're really good, and you can eat 90 of them. I mean, they're tiny.
You can eat 90.
Yeah.
Pizza roll's pretty big, right? Like, it's a mouthful. You would put one pizza roll in
Yeah.
your mouth, or you might even bite it in half and eat it in 2 bites. These things are all poppers. Every single one of these is just like a 1 bite.
so they're mini.
That's
pizza
what they are.
rolls.
They're
They have
minis.
taken pizza and they made it small to a pizza roll, and they have made that pizza roll smaller.
When does it stop, people?
Mini cupcakes already a small version of a small version of a cake.
Back in my day, we had 2 genders and we had 2 sizes of pizza, and I can be
Now
damned
we have
if
so many different genders and pizza rolls. Okay, Lynn, what's your kudos?
So I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I have come to you in a particularly fragile and sensitive state of mind.
That's
And that is-
always.
And that is because about 30 minutes before we started recording, I got my upper lip and eyebrows waxed.
Oh, shoot.
Yes, I have had hot wax poured onto my face, and then the hair follicles ripped painfully out.
This sounds
skin.
great.
Awesome.
Yes. So my kudos goes to Lunchbox Waxing and Sugar House, who have taken very good care of me and have just made sure that this very sensitive and scary ordeal is as calming and gentle and comfortable as possible.
All right, Lynn, now we're going to rip the hair out of your upper lip. Just relax.
So you rip the
pleasant
hair
music.
follicles out like the root, right?
Oh, yeah.
Does it feel like breezy in all the holes after that?
Oh, no, I feel fresh and clean as
Your
a summer
hair
breeze.
holes?
How do your
In my
hair holes
face.
feel?
My hair holes.
I don't know if that's how it works.
My hair holes.
I don't know.
My hair holes feel tended to.
They feel
Tended to. Because first, what they do is
Oh my gosh.
they prep the skin with a cleansing wipe to get rid of oil. And
Any
makeup.
dirt in the hair holes
Yep,
has got to go.
Gone.
Because you're going to be
gone.
opening those things right up.
Yep. Then they take a smooth layer of warm wax and they put it over the skin gently, and then
Skin and the hair holes.
then they put
part
a
of the skin.
piece of paper on top of that wax, wait for it to dry, and then rip it off.
That's awesome.
Oh, man.
Do you all see all-
It is an anxiety attack, dude.
I'll just say,
Especially in
like-
like the tender areas, like the upper lip fucking hurts. Like the eyebrows
Yeah.
are okay, like kind of like below your eyebrow, like right above your eyelid.
Doesn't feel good.
It's a little
It's
tender,
tender.
but the upper lip hurts so fucking much, dude.
Yeah, I bet.
And every time I'm just like, no.
Hi.
I would not like
I wouldn't.
to do that.
Dude, here's the thing. My hair holes they're good. They're good with the hair in them. I like the hair in them. That's how it.
But here's the thing: a woman's strength comes from her eyebrows. Think about it: Cara Delevingne, Emilia Clarke, strong eyebrows, strong women.
Right.
I don't know if I've noticed their eyebrows.
just-
You've noticed Emilia Clarke's eyebrows.
You-
I don't pay attention
She
to the
could write a
eyebrows.
book with them. They're
Like,
all
with
moving.
her eyebrows?
Oh, dude. Yeah. Here, let me pull up the.
There's a clip on the Graham Norton show where Cara Delevingne and Emilia Clarke are on, and they have an eyebrow off.
Man,
You'll
I don't
notice
even
them
know.
then.
Yeah, like now that you say it,
You'll
I'm going to
notice them
it.
then. And here's the thing: I think it's like the secret club that women have.
Look at this.
Where
Look at that's.
we notice each other's eyebrows.
Oh
This
wow!
is great. It's a gif of Emilia Clarke talking. It's an interview on a red carpet, and her eyebrows are crazy, but they've stabilized it, so the rest of her moves.
Oh
but
my
her eyebrows
gosh.
stay.
Okay,
very
so
good.
she has eyebrows.
And Lynn doesn't anymore. Just has hair holes.
No.
Where your eyebrows
See,
used
look
to be.
because it's like I'm like a Chewbacca. If I let it just go all natural, my eyebrows will go into my hairline, down into my eyes. My mustache will be Tom Selleckian and like get into like mutton chop area. Like the Civil War, like sideburns have nothing. Nothing.
Lynn's gonna
compared
come in and just
to
like
me.
all hairy
Yeah.
faced.
Can we all grow them out for Mustache March?
I
Then?
look like Teen Wolf, like bad makeup. That's what I look like
Teen
if I
Wolf.
don't get my
I love this.
my hair holes
exposed.
unhaired.
I need to get my hair holes exposed.
Yes.
Wrench them out. My hair holes are full.
I don't know if I like this or not.
I want empty
I am
hair holes
undecided.
Check it. I'll take a picture of these fresh brows, fresh, crisp.
It looks
Fresh
great.
Prince brows. Post
Yeah,
on Twitter.
will you?
Y'all can see.
Will you take a picture of the paper next time too?
Oh yeah, dude, it's.
I'd like to see your
disgusting.
Tom Selleck.
It's disgusting.
It's like
it is.
full curly mustache across the
Oh.
paper.
Like a villain mustache, like curls.
On the
I look like a vaudeville villain, like tying a woman to like a train track. See?
Playing quick piano in the background while Lynn walks into the hair hole place.
the hair. Dude, can we start a waxing studio called
Hair
Hair
Hole.
Holes? We will not do well.
While you wait, here is a plate of mini pizza rolls.
This is our 6th business failure. We have to admit we've got to stop making businesses around puns and bad jokes.
Nope.
All right,
Nope.
next up. Okay, we had a bunch of
Speaking
voicemails.
of bad business decisions,
Yeah,
a great segue.
Here's some. No, not yet. We have voicemail.
we'll get
first.
there.
Oh, we'll get there, Lynn. Don't get too antsy. We had a voicemail that just came in. We want to
listen
take
to
a
it.
listen.
All right. I just had to rage quit that episode.
That's always a
That
good
was-
sign.
Oh my gosh. Listening to Peterson talk about
Sucks.
food and video games
It's the worst. He sucks at it.
was
Amazing.
indescribably painful.
What?
Oh man. I can't. I really can't.
I beg your pardon.
Oh god.
And it clips off right there.
Wow. Okay.
Strong
Well, thank you for
opinions.
the compliment. I will take your constructive,
Very
criticism.
constructive criticism. You know what? Thank you.
Yeah, there's lots of action points there. Lots of action
A
points.
sigh at the end.
I like in the transcript it just says "Oh God" at the end.
I know. I
Oh,
saw that. I
God.
was like, wait, is that the end? Yes, it is.
Yeah, if you guys want to leave us voicemails, you can go to our website, 3bitgamershow.com. There's a big green leave us a voicemail button. It's better on your phone. Call us and leave us a voicemail. If you hate our episode so bad you had to rage quit in the middle of it,
Oh, you know what?
that's when you should call us. That's when we want
That's
it.
This
what we
is
want
the
to know.
feedback we are looking
Hot off
for.
the presses.
But look, he gave me nothing to work with. He just didn't like my comparison. So I don't even know your name, guy.
His name's all right.
Peterson's so offended.
Live from the 3-Bit Gamer Show. The news.
I can't even wait. I'm so excited. Okay, so our news comes to you by Crave Cookies. Crave Cookies is a cookie place here in Midvale, Utah. Crave Cookies has really good cookies. They have warm pretzels. They have sodas. But what really matters is Crave's Cookie of the Week.
What is it?
What is it? What is it?
Do you
Can't
know?
Wait.
Caramel apple cookie.
Do they have it right now?
No. Trent's still working on the prototype, but I think by the time this episode airs, it should be out. So you are getting
Trent,
this
for the
fresh.
love of God, you cannot just.
It will come out this
dangle
week.
that
How
in
is he
front
going
of
to
me.
do this?
I can't remember how he does it.
This is a good challenge.
And I'll see if I can find it. Let's see. I got to search our caramel apple.
No, here's the thing. I was thinking of what would pair perfectly with mini pizza rolls. Boom.
Caramel apple.
Caramel
Okay,
apple cookie.
apple pie filling in the dough.
Holy shit.
Caramel sauce across the top.
Jesus Christ.
Good luck, Trent.
He's
Good
got a
luck.
caramel apple flavored Werther's candy melted in the middle.
Wow.
Holy fuck.
Wow.
Yeah, here's a picture of it.
All right. Good luck, Trent. Make it happen.
I did request that he call it. You're not gonna be able to see it, Lynn. Sorry. I did request that he called it the Carmi Appy.
Carmi Appy?
Carmi
I don't know
Appy.
if he's going to do that.
He just like didn't respond to that message. I don't know. I think he was probably busy
oh.
writing it down.
It sounds like a racial slur.
Carmi Appy.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Like, am I offended right now? I don't know.
I don't know if I'm the
I-
target market for
I
that
can't-
slur,
I can't
but I'm
tell.
just gonna go ahead and.
I am
assume
offended
I'm-
and hungry
I'm
at
gonna
the
be
same
offended
time.
for the people that are being slurred. Yeah, get out of here, you Carmi Appies.
For the Appies.
The Appies. Don't worry about it, Lynn. Fucking Carmi Appy. Okay,
Is that what we're calling white people now?
it's what we're
Oh
called.
my God.
We finally have something for us. No, it would be more accurate
It'd
to
be
name us
PSL.
after the the last
Pumpkin.
The
last
pizza
cookie.
rolls? Oh.
The last
Pumpkin
cookie
spice
he did
lattes.
was the pumpkin spice cookie.
Oh.
that's the white people.
No, that's white
slur.
women. and white men are the Carmi Appies.
No,
Dude, I've never seen.
We've got
Bacon.
this.
You see a group of white dudes. What do they all have? Caramel apple pops. They're all just munching on them like
yeah,
crazy.
from like the fucking 20s. What the hell,
You
dude?
can't get them out of their mouths. Like these dudes love their
Dudes love
caramel
big,
apple pops.
sticky balls in their
Lynn.
mouth.
Wrong target demo.
I mean, we do, but why do you guys bring it up?
Quit talking about caramel apple pops.
God,
Okay,
I'm so hungry.
I'm really hungry for a caramel apple.
have you had what? Dude, caramel apple pops are one of my favorite / least favorite suckers because the caramel is really not that great, but the apple is so worth the work and the fillings you lose over it. I want it.
It's worth it.
The
Yeah.
news.
Halloween's coming up.
This is the problem. The cookie's too good. Oh god,
Okay, so what's our first news story?
it's a light one. It's a really light piece of news
Just
that won't
fluff
take
piece.
too very long.
Fluff piece.
Okay, so here's the thing. You guys probably well, apparently Peterson didn't know. I want to hear your take. Your Reader's Digest. Peterson just learned about what's going on in Hong Kong in October of 2019. What's been going on in Hong Kong?
Citizen of the world, Peterson.
Yeah, I'm really paying attention. Hong Kong.
NPR every morning.
Hong Kong is pissed because people in Hong Kong are pissed because of the Chinese communist oppressive government, and
Hong Kong, which just recently rejoined China in
recently is in, like,
1998.
yeah. So they had how many
From
years?
a geopolitical standpoint, it was semi-recent.
What was it? It was 100 years of
British colonial rule.
Right.
And then they turned it over to China.
Yep.
And they had a lot of special concessions, Hong Kongers did, because they were accustomed to a different lifestyle. But now China's kind of growing tired of that lifestyle.
Yeah, they don't like that as much, and now people are protesting in Hong Kong, and China doesn't like protesting, and so there's been a lot of
Get
clashing,
ideas. 2 billion people might get some ideas.
which is scary.
Scary.
2 billion?
That's a lot
Oh
of
my
people.
goodness.
And one of the big things that Hong Kongers are protesting about right now.
Wait. Can we? Oh, I was going to say we got to talk about why we're talking about this.
Right. Well, one of the reasons, I'll get there in 1 second, is because of different laws that they were working on. The Hong Kong government was working on to export political prisoners, which
Extradite.
to China, mainland China, which means they're just going to disappear into a system in which, and this is not like just conspiracy theory
Yeah,
or
we're not making
anything,
this up.
in which their organs are sold, or
Yeah.
they're just kept in political prisoner camps for the rest of their lives, or their whole family's just kind of locked up and sent there. And so they sell their organs around China, which is pretty awesome.
Wow.
Among other things. So that's why the people in Hong Kong are like, hey, I don't want that to be a thing that my police can just arrest me and ship me off to a camp where they cut out my kidneys. So can we not do
Not
that?
a huge fan.
And so that's what's been going on in Hong Kong for the past, 9 months. Have been these protests that started very peacefully and have now escalated quite a bit due to the lovely Hong Kong police.
And support from mainland China.
So that explains why. And there's still everyday life going on in Asia Pacific region of the world. And one of those things is video games. And so there was a Hearthstone tournament being played recently that after winning a tournament in a post-match Hearthstone Grandmasters interview, which is, the Grandmasters that's like the pinnacle of Blizzard esports, and so for this region, like
Biggies.
they win this, and then they go to the BlizzCon or the BlizzCon World Championship or whatever. And there was a Hong Kong Hearthstone player's name is Blitzchung, and he said, "Liberate Hong Kong, revolution of our age." And they cut the stream.
And he put that mask on. Right?
Yeah, he put like
It's like
a
wearing-
gas mask has now become a symbol of
Because they have outlawed wearing masks
They've outlawed
during
wearing
protests.
masks.
right, and because they're using so much tear gas, that apparently they're just shooting right in the protester's face. So they shut down the stream immediately. They fired both of the casters, not the guys that said anything. They were just live cast streaming. So they fired those guys. They banned this guy from
Blitzchung.
Blitzchung
Chung.
for the next 12 months from any Hearthstone tournaments. They also stripped him of his winnings, which were $500,000.
Yep.
Also real cool.
Because again, this was after he won. So they just They just cleaned house.
Did they give those winnings to the second place guy?
Doubt it.
They just like
Doubt it.
Ours now.
sweet bonus.
It's almost like, we're making this standpoint and being really shitty because we want money.
Yeah, and so
Might
they
as well
said
take
the
his
rule they cited is engaging. This is the rule he broke. Engaging in any act that, at Blizzard's sole discretion, brings you into public disrepute, offends a portion or group of the public, or otherwise damages Blizzard image, will result in removal from Grandmasters and reduction of the player's prize total to $0 in addition with other remedies, which may be provided for under the blah, 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 blah.
One, that's real fucking open-ended. So you
Well,
could basically
yeah.
anything
that
Blizzard
denigrates
decides
Blizzard.
that they didn't like it.
They don't want you to make
Bye.
statements, is what they're saying. They don't want you to make a statement. They
Which,
just want you to
here's
be
the
like,
thing.
"Oh, I practiced really hard, and we had a great match, and that was a lot of fun." And
This is something that we're getting a
Thank
lot
you.
of recently. You look at the recent protests with like Colin Kaepernick taking a knee, and they're like, "Well, this is," and then you obviously have the people in the media that are saying, "Shut up and dribble" or "Shut up and play football." That's not your job. Stay out of politics. Just stick to your thing, which is super funny because those exact same people are now saying the categorical opposite. Now that it involves something else that they don't like, they're like, "Oh, well, why aren't these people speaking up?" So I understand kind of both the sides of it, and
so here's my I have a take real quick, a quick take because I didn't know about this. Part of me feels like Blizzard. So at first, Blizzard's response, the punishment doesn't fit the crime.
absolutely not.
No.
Right? Way too big of a response, which in turn has driven so many people
It's
to
gotten so bad.
pay attention to this and to be like, wait, what did you do, Blizzard? I didn't know this was happening in Hong Kong until
It's the
this
Streisand
came
effect.
about.
Are you familiar with the Streisand effect?
No.
So a couple 10, 15 years ago, Barbara Streisand found out that her home, which was a Beverly, or I don't think it was Beverly Hills. It was a beachfront property, and it had been photographed as part of a survey of that part of Southern California. And it was a photograph that was on a public website, and she didn't want it on a public website. And so she went just nuclear with a giant lawsuit to try to get it pulled down. Well, they were like, okay, well, we're going to fight this. And an image that had like 2 total downloads ended up getting like 200,000 total downloads, and it hugely magnified the problem. And then there were people out there taking pictures of her home and posting them online. And so this was coined the Barbara Streisand effect, in which something online that's going really poorly, if you try to draw attention to it and have it removed from the internet, that action
makes it popular.
will make it way
Yeah.
worse, and you do not want to do that. And there's so many instances of this, of people wanting to pull unflattering pictures of themselves off the internet. I think Beyonce had one during the
Beyonce
Super
had
Bowl.
one. There's one happening right now with Ellen DeGeneres with a fair use.
Yep.
Clip of her with her explanation of why she's buddies with George W. Bush, and in the background it's just pictures
Is
of
Abu Ghraib.
Yeah.
Perfect. So this is exactly what's going on. It's the Streisand effect. They're
Yep.
drawing more attention to it. And okay, so I say I understand both sides. Does not mean I agree with both sides. Here's the deal: is that every tech company, every big major tech company in America right now is facing the same exact problem, which is that they are being demanded by their shareholders, which is ridiculous, to produce infinite growth, infinite profit growth, quarter over quarter, year after year.
Keep growing.
They have to keep growing.
This is Business 101 with the 3-Bit Gamer Show.
So ultimately, there's only one option, because you can only sell so many iPhones. You can only sell so many Google ads. You can only sell so many copies of WoW in America. Before, what do? You have to go somewhere else. And where's the biggest market in the world where there are 2+ billion people living right now is China. And that's the only option. And there are a lot of tech companies that have already gotten in trouble for this. Google, in particular, has really gotten in a lot of shit because they were doing things like, making a Chinese Google that would allow the Communist Party of China to just censor whatever was on the internet. Well, that's really dangerous technology, cutting-edge technology to develop even. And then we just have that, maybe that'll just slip over to the state side, and then we're good. So Google pulled out of China. Like, they had a lot of problems, and they pulled their products out of China. But this is how Blizzard's seeing it right now, is that this is their market. Because, quite frankly, everyone that's like, China owns Blizzard. No. The Chinese tech giant Tencent, they're the guys that own, I think, Supercell, I believe.
Yeah.
Clash of Clans, that they only own 5% of Activision Blizzard. 5%. So it's a good chunk, but it's absolutely not a controlling share.
No.
And the gaming company, the entirety of Blizzard only earned 12% of its revenue from the Asia Pacific region last quarter. So it's not like a huge portion of their company, but they know that's their growth strategy.
Well,
and so they're looking forward to thinking, if we piss off China now, that growth, there's that 12% will get smaller, that won't get bigger, and that 12% is what they're relying on.
Well, when they start releasing all the mobile games, that's where they're going to see a huge chunk of change, I think, in China.
Yep,
Because
and then
a lot of mobile gaming over there.
And the other problem here, ultimately, is that China is this hellscape for copyright, in which if Blizzard says no, screw you, China, we're pro Hong Kong because we like human rights
And not killing
basic
people.
human dignity, and China's like, well, fuck you. Then guess what? We're just going to give all of our state-controlled tech companies carte blanche to pirate all of your products, which they do, and they're very good at. And we're just going to sell World of Warcraft in China. We're going to rip off all your code and we're just going to copy and paste your game here, and everyone's going to make money off of it in China, and you won't get a cut of that. Which I feel like is like negotiating with a terrorist that has a gun to your head. Like, all of these things are negotiating with terrorists. It just blows my mind. And the worst part is that, I mean, there's things like, okay, so Tracer's gay in Overwatch. Soldier 76 is
Gay.
in Overwatch. Not in China, they ain't. Is there a reason that they came out not in cinematics, not in any game dialogue, not in game, but in comics? Because then they could still sell in China and Russia, where that thing wouldn't fly, where that would get the game banned or put on some sort of list. So, I don't know about staying on China's good side is like the best thing ever, but apparently Blizzard's response has been god-awful regardless.
Crazy.
Because it hasn't been like, well, we have to do this as a business decision, and our commitments are to the shareholders, which honestly I kind of respect at this point. Just put it out there.
Just say it.
Just say it.
If you were going to be honest, we can respect honesty.
Yeah, they have non-binary bathrooms at BlizzCon, and then they're like doing this shit. Like, just come out and tell us you're scumbags and be straightforward with it. Like, that's what I want. But so one of the things is that I'd loved to see, they weren't, and I love this because I looked into it and I was like, is this a conspiracy theory? No, there were legitimate problems with people were trying to delete their accounts, and they turned off that functionality. There were 4 different ways to do it, and it was down on all 4. Now, something that works in software, Lynn can confirm this, that doesn't just happen.
No.
It may happen on 1, possibly on 2 if they're tied together, but all 4 of those, there's 4 for a reason. They're not all tied to the same database, and if they are, I don't think they all just go down at the time that everyone's trying to use them. I don't know. So that was really awesome. And then they found out that was a violation of GDPR, which is the new EU privacy laws. So magically you could delete your account again.
Oh my gosh.
They've done a lot of censoring, text censoring. Like, you can't use the words Hong or Kong in your Battle.net account anymore. Wow. And check out for text bans. And then, of course, Blizzard employees have staged a walkout.
This is really interesting to me that they would ban the words Hong and Kong, and yet so much hate speech is still allowed.
Yeah, Hong.
When
So
it's
much.
Lynn, when it's 12% of your profits, you can make an exception.
Hong and Kong are not offensive words
No.
at all. Like, there's nothing offensive about Hong
What
Kong.
if you put them together? It'll cost you $500,000. It'll get you fired from your
Oh
job.
my gosh.
I mean, it's
Wild.
unbelievable.
It's really funny to me because we can talk forever about like, oh, it's more complicated than that. They have shareholders. It's like money. It's business. That's what it is. It's money. You are putting money over the value of a human life. That's just as simple as this is.
Well, and
it just kind of blows my mind that this is even like a topic of conversation at all. Where it's like, well, can we put the amount of money on a human life? Well, apparently we can.
Well, Blizzard could have used the goodwill, too, from, like, being like, he's not allowed to do that, and slapping him with some sort of fine or something like that, or having a better response to all this instead of just, like, taking
something measured, but
they could use the goodwill from people. Blizzard is not doing themselves any favors right now.
No, this is the worst possible outcome for Blizzard.
Their
ever.
PR has been rough for over a year now, and I just feel like they need something good.
Do you know how many people that we worked with personally when we went out to BlizzCon for Blizzard PR have been laid off? You know how many? You know those staff layoffs?
All of them?
Were mostly. Remember, they said they were not tech. None of them were in tech or development. They were all extra positions like marketing and PR.
Yeah.
What do you think happens to a company's PR when
get
you
rid
lay
of all
off
your
half
PR?
of their PR staff?
Surprise, surprise.
Oh wow, you don't have.
man.
Okay, so you might not need them right now. And if you're taking down esports, you might not need those esports PR guys. But guess what? You can't just build up infrastructure immediately to deal with crises or respond to crises when they happen now. So they had their Blizzard employees staged a walkout. They covered. I love
Hell
it.
yeah,
I've
Blizzard
seen
employees. Hell fucking yeah.
that big statue you see out front that they have out front of the Blizzard headquarters, and then they have like a circle around it, and one of the plaques in there says "Every voice matters." The protesters covered that up because clearly that doesn't ring true. And the other thing that's really disturbing and bothers me mostly about this is I bet if you polled Blizzard employees at random, 95+% of them would say they disagreed with this decision.
Yep.
And that's what's so fucked up about this is it's not even the company's people. It is honestly the money men at the very, very tippy top of this. And the other thing is, like I said, negotiating with the terrorists, you have to make these decisions very, very, very quickly because China is very quick to ban products and ban IPs from their entire country and therefore that entire market. And so if you don't respond quickly and things get out of hand, I mean, they banned Winnie the fucking Pooh in China. So I guess what I have to say is good luck at BlizzCon.
Y'all.
I feel like it's just going to be like protests.
How are they going to do BlizzCon? Honest to Christ, how are they going to do BlizzCon this year?
I don't know.
Because they can't shut down everything. You remember when we went to the esports things and they had signs out that you could write on with tons of
my
Sharpies,
gosh.
piles of Sharpies and signs. Those aren't going to be there.
No.
But you could write something on the inside of your sweatshirt and then hold it up in a live event. How are they going to edit all of this? There are, 25,000
How many
people
do you think
BlizzCon?
are going to bring like masks to wear? Like
Oh, yeah.
the little
Yeah,
like the surgical masks or whatever, those, because those are banned, right? That's like the symbol.
35,000 people when we were there. How are you going to do that? You can't police that. And considering everyone goes there in costume.
Yikes.
So good luck.
Good luck. Also, keep that May fan art going. That May is the symbol of the Hong Kong resistance now. Keep it coming.
And
Keep
they are
it
doing
going.
that to intentionally get Overwatch banned from China. They are making so many Blizzard memes. I'm seeing most of it on Reddit, but I know it's kind of spreading out to all these other smaller gamer communities, trying to get the Blizzard games
Oh my
banned
gosh.
in China.
If they
because
still got banned
just
in
like
China,
Winnie the Pooh got
this
banned
would be
because
a mess.
Yep. So
This is
all right.
fun.
That's it. That's all the politics, and now just some fun news. It's not that fun. Fortnite revenue. I mean, we knew this was coming. Fortnite revenue dropped. Their quarterly revenue dropped
By a little bit.
52%.
Oh.
Yeah.
last quarter.
I mean, they're still on top. They're still making the most revenue.
Yep.
But not
That's
as
a
much
big
as they
drop,
could be
though.
But that's the
making.
thing is
52%.
how much of the market is segmented now that they've got Apex Legends, PUBG, Call of Duty's going to have. Everyone has these game modes now. So I'm kind of like, yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, you knew it wouldn't last forever, right?
That's just the way trends are.
But that's why Epic has invested so heavily in their game launcher so quickly because they have Fortnite Cash. They're not reinvesting $2 billion in Fortnite. They're investing it elsewhere.
Yep.
Which brings us to our next story. Discord, our favorite chat service where you guys hang out with us a lot, announced a round of layoffs in their marketing department.
Where have we seen this before?
Well, here's the thing about
Discord's going to be in the next scandal. Oh, great.
Well, here's the thing
No.
about Discord, dude. Like Discord, remember how they had their store, and we were really
Yeah.
excited about the store. Well, they've shuttered that,
Yep.
so I think there's staff that's being lost with that. But again, this is coming back to why I was talking about the Epic Game Store. Everyone's so mad that they're buying exclusives. Well, guess what? The exclusives have you talking about the Epic Game Store. There are so many people that didn't even know the Discord store existed
Yep, didn't even
because
know
they
they had
didn't
them.
have any big titles that were driving people to the store. Not to say they have a ton of cash. They have 35 million machines that they're installed on. They have absolutely no revenue model, unfortunately. Discord does not know how to make money, so look forward to them selling to a bigger company that will in turn then sell all of your data to Russia and China. And we're back on politics.
Womp,
Or they'll start
womp.
charging you for
I would
your
pay for
Discord
Discord.
server.
Because people were paying for Ventrilo, And Ventrilo was just like this old ass dinosaur
Not great.
shit technology, but people were willing to pay for it because it was like stable servers
Yep.
and it was good. So I mean,
Don't say that out too loud though. That we would pay for Discord.
well,
I don't want
I
to.
feel like you could just charge for servers. So like we would
Here's
pay
an
for it,
idea,
but none of our
Discord.
users would use it.
Here's what would happen is they would start charging, and then immediately somebody would come out with a similar service that's free, and everyone would migrate over there. I
Yeah.
mean, that's just what would happen. They can't start charging; they'll lose everyone.
That's fair.
They'll get discorded.
Oh, you were saving that one.
I just thought of it right now.
Okay, so here's another one. Red Dead. This is just a couple. Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming to PC.
Finally,
So prepare for a lot more funny mods and videos, just
Oh,
like when
that'll be-
GTA 5 moved to PC and
that'll be
everyone's like
hilarious.
rubbing their hands
we
like,
go.
here we go, it's time for memes.
Oh yeah,
And then finally, The Outer Wilds is out on PlayStation 4 next week. This is not The Outer Worlds.
nope. Yeah,
What the fuck? I clicked on an article that
Nope.
said that's out, and I was like, oh, I want to read about it because I'm very
Different
excited
game.
about The Outer Worlds. I did not know about The Outer Wilds.
Yeah, different game.
The Outer
Space
Wilds,
exploration.
I was watching a trailer for it. Jason Schreier from Kotaku, who we like, said it was one of the best games he's ever played. Have you seen this game?
I have seen it.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
So
It looks awesome.
I'm gonna
so
try
new
to.
to me.
It's on my list. It's on my list now.
luck.
And hopefully, if I'll roll something in Dice of Destiny, I can play it or something. Because it looks awesome. I'm so stoked. It's
It does
been
look good.
out on PC and Xbox.
Here's the problem: The Outer Wilds is coming out on the when next month.
It's already been out since like May. It came out in like
It's coming out
earlier
on the
this year, but
PlayStation.
now it's coming out on PlayStation.
and then
4.
The Outer Worlds is
They're
coming
both coming
out
out this month.
Yeah.
The Outer Worlds
Oh,
and The
gosh.
Outer Wilds on PS4.
I
this
don't
month.
like that. It's Armageddon and what was the other one?
Deep Impact.
Deep
but it was
Impact
like
all over again.
yeah, except for it's like Armageddon and Armageddons. Like, which one are you going to? I'm going to Armageddon. Farmageddon and Armageddon. You're like, which one?
Wait,
Oh, and then this is our favorite. This is great. Apparently, a burglar
dude.
broke into Valve headquarters and stole $40,000 worth of games, accessories, and Gabe Newell's minigun.
So he posed.
Oh, that's personal.
I guess.
Gabe Newell had this like little model minigun that he posed on a magazine with, and this guy jacked it.
Here's the thing: this
Mine
guy
now.
was accessing a unsecured
Dude, I love
stairwell.
this. He just walked in essentially.
Oh,
And then he was just walking in, going in there, and this is like he did it a couple times.
He loaded
Came back.
plastic garbage cans full of stuff and just walked out with it,
Holy shit.
and then went back in and did it again.
Here's
Holy
the thing,
shit.
dude. This dude is living the ultimate. And then he grabs the. He also has been wanted on a number of charges, including stealing a FedEx truck and
Who is this
leading.
guy?
He's
Oh my
you know who
God.
he is. He's the guy when you like walk past. For example, you walk past the FedEx truck idling outside your office, and you think someone could just steal that. This
That's
guy
this
is
guy.
that someone.
He has-
doesn't
He's
have
the
that-
guy
He
that
doesn't have
when
the
you're
voice
like,
in your head that's like, na 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 na.
Shouldn't
when you
do that.
walk through your office and you see all the people's computers just sitting out and like all, for example, like in my office, we have like a Nintendo Switch and an Xbox and all this stuff. And you just walk through and you're like, man, someone could just steal all this. This guy is that someone. He just does the stuff that you think someone could do this. He does it.
Oh my god!
We found him, people.
He just
If
the,
you ever-
the truck was idling, and he was like, "I guess it's my
Yeah?
truck now."
His
It's
name is
on.
Sean
Oh, so they caught him.
Sean Shaputis. Sean Shaputis.
That's the name of someone who gives 0 fucks.
Sean
He's
Shaputis
like,
is
"Eh,
he's the
I'll
guy.
take it."
Yeah, Shaputis that dude. Shaputis me
Woo!
that beer. I'm not gonna steal beer from a 7-Eleven. Sean
Yeah,
Shaputis
but you
would.
could though.
Sean Shaputis would.
And look where it got him.
Well, he got away with the. It sounds like he got away with the FedEx
No.
truck thing.
So the best part, though, is in the news story, he stole all of these games, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he sold them to GameStop. For how much?
It's like $350.
$350
He stole.
Dude, this is
So
just
much shit.
classic.
GameStop just fucked him.
How is it the GameStop ends up being the bad guy in this story?
GameStop is like somehow worse than a pawn shop.
Yeah, no,
They're
GameStop
so
is somehow
much worse
worse
than a
than a
pawn
guy
shop.
who goes in and steals, what, $40,000 worth of games? Somehow they come out worse.
He's $350 or something.
So
So good.
if you guys could steal any item from a game studio,
So if we could Shaputus
if
any
you could Shaputus
studios-
anything from a game studio, you just walk into an unsecured back room. What would you steal?
Okay, I know. So Nintendo.
Okay.
Nintendo headquarters, the one in Redmond, Washington, has areas that you cannot take photographs of. They don't want pictures getting out, and I think it's partially for this reason because they don't want huge fanboys to like try to break in and like because everything's Nintendo.
Yeah.
They have a room though with a bunch of old arcade machines that you can't play. They're kept behind glass of like old school original Nintendo games, which would be awesome. But then there's a special room that has statues of all of their most popular characters, so like Mario, but the statues are in like 8-bit style, and it shows their evolution to now.
You toured this facility?
I read about this tour,
Okay.
and I knew this existed, and that's what I would steal. I would go steal all the Mario statues and the Zelda statues, and a game machine. Just throw them all in a plastic garbage can and walk on out.
This is like my Instagram like dream.
Wouldn't
Holy
that be
shit? Can you imagine
awesome?
how sick my feed would be? I'd get so many likes. If I
yeah.
took pictures in front of them.
Yes.
Oh yeah, take a bunch of photos and just get those out there.
Yes.
These areas where you're not allowed
Put
to.
Link in my bedroom.
Oh yeah, every version,
Just
the
so-
evolution
yep,
of Link,
every morning I
Donkey
wake
Kong,
up,
and
ooh.
Mario.
That's the first thing I want to see when
That'd
I
be
wake up
awesome.
in the morning. Twilight.
Statues of
Twilight
that.
Princess.
Come
Link.
on,
Mwah.
I want it.
Mwah.
I want it.
I think dude, I'm so obsessed with prototype consoles and stuff like that.
This would be cool.
Okay.
You know that Utah Retro Gamers group on Facebook that we've talked about a couple times. We actually interviewed the guy that runs it at one point.
His name's Gabe, not Gabe Newell.
No,
He doesn't have a minigun, I don't think.
he could though.
He probably
he
has.
might,
a
dude.
He probably has a minigun. I've met him.
Listen, don't
Yeah.
stereotype.
all video game guys have a minigun.
All Gabes have a
All
minigun.
Gabes.
You don't have a minigun. Then
You're
are you even
real-
a gamer?
Are you even a Gabe?
Are you even a Gabe?
I'm gonna take your Gabe card. Hand it to me right now. Oh, I see. This is still a rookie card. Okay, so I'm fascinated with that group, and I always look at the stuff they post, and it's mostly the crazy consoles they post. And so I have this suspicion, and it has no basis in fact at all, that there is some room in the Sega headquarters.
Oh, shoot.
That is an archive of all of their, because like the Game Boy Advance, for example, there were hundreds of special ones made. There was one that Gabe was posting. It's a Tommy Hilfiger Game Boy Advance, an official licensed
Tommy
Hilfiger
Oh my god!
Game Boy Advance.
Nintendo and Tommy Hilfiger together at last. Two things that I've always wanted together.
I like Tommy.
like nuts and gum.
Like I like the cologne.
together at last.
And I also
Nuts
like
and
the Game
gum.
Boy-
Oh my god.
Nuts and gum? That is not a combo.
Yeah, there's actually a website I found a million years ago, and I'll find it because I posted it on the Utah Retro Gamers page, and I was like, "Have you guys seen this?" And it lists all of them, and you can go through and see pictures of all of them, and they explain where they were. Like, it was a promo, every single one of them. It was some promotion in
promo.
Japan, always a promotion in Tokyo or something for like one Toys R Us store.
Maybe
in
they
Japan.
maybe they like people really buy into that in Japan. They're like, shoot, Tommy Hilfiger?
yeah.
I gotta get that.
Well, I guess.
Love your brand names. You gotta love your brand names.
Anyway,
know.
so I would love to and I don't want to steal these things because, like, what am I going to do with a Tommy Hilfiger Game Boy Advance? I
you
just
sell it
wanna,
at GameStop for
I-
$5.
Just like a,
Easy weed money.
$6.
yeah, I need that. So yeah, I think I would just like to go through like a museum
You just want to go look
and just
at it?
look at all of them because I just think they're so cool.
You could be like the Indiana Jones for like old.
Yes, should have been in a museum.
It belongs in a museum.
There
Yes,
you go.
they should have a
Belongs in a
museum where you
museum.
can go look at every single one of their Game
That's
Boys.
what we'll do.
their
We'll go to
Dreamcasts.
these, steal the
Yes.
stuff, and start a video game
Start
museum.
start a museum. We can be like the British Museum. Just steal
Yeah.
shit and then say that it's part
I'd be
of.
like, no, this is ours.
And then we brag about how big our collection is.
Yep.
Everyone's like, y'all
Yeah, but-
stole that.
yeah, you like killed a bunch
no,
of people
we're,
and
we're,
conquered.
We're
some-
curating. We're curating.
Do you have anything you would?
yeah,
What's
I
that
d-
guy's name? Schlapkis.
Oh,
What was his name?
Eliza
can't remember.
Schlesinger? I don't know.
Okay, I'm sorry. Just really quick.
The
It's
Thief.
It's consolevariations.com. I will post this, but you can look and just search these consoles, and like, so you go to Dreamcast,
This is wild.
and then look
Oh
at.
my
So these are
God.
all the special Dreamcast.
Oh
There's
my
a Ferrari,
Ferrari
Dreamcast.
Dreamcast.
It's like, just the special red
Yeah, why not?
ones. I'll just
I have disposable income.
There's
I
a
give
Hello.
zero
You
shits
can
if people
get
think I'm a tool.
a Hello Kitty Dreamcast.
Okay, that is actually a brilliant.
Yeah,
This
Lynn's
is
back
such
on
a-
board. There's a
Yeah, here we
Coca-Cola.
go.
There was an official Coca-Cola Dreamcast.
Oh my gosh, this is so crazy. The crossovers, though.
This is
Yeah, just things you wouldn't have like expected, but they were just like small little promos that they did for a minute here or there. But you click on them and then you can see read the story about them. It's
That would
super
be cool.
All right,
That
so
is
let-
Owned
cool.
by Jonathan Deasing.
all of them,
all of them.
all of them.
How did he get these?
private donation to the museum.
Private
gift.
collection.
I just threw them all in a garbage can and took them out the
And
front
just
door.
walked them out.
right out the front door.
All right, Lynn, what you got?
No, so yeah, I thought about this one for a while. Because the world is big. We have many different gaming companies. But what I think I would do is I would sneak into Sony's headquarters, get to the Kojima Productions area, find Hideo Kojima, and steal his brain. That is what I want.
What are you gonna do with it?
Figure out what the fuck
It's
Death
wrong.
We don't
Stranding
know.
is.
Nobody knows what we would do with it.
Figure out what
He
the
doesn't
fuck
even know.
is going on in
you
there.
let his brain. You let his brain tell you what you're gonna do with it.
Yeah, exactly.
I
I
would-
would take his beautiful, mushy, gray matter brain, stick it into some sort of machine, and just decipher it.
You wouldn't understand it.
I just want to know. I just want to know.
Nope.
I
It
have
wouldn't
to.
make sense. It still wouldn't make sense. You'd be like, I don't get it.
Like, we don't have a translate. It's like building that machine in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy to ask what the meaning of the universe is,
Yeah.
and the answer's 42. I'm going to get 42
don't
out of this. Get it! And then I'm like, fuck, now I have to build another machine to decipher what the decipher means.
Wait, what was the
Christ.
question? Oh man, no! You need to go to Kojima Productions and steal Daryl from The Walking Dead back. We need to release him. We know he's
dead.
there.
Are you still watching
You need
this
to get
show?
his body
Is
back.
anyone still
He's-
watching this show?
He's
his
not on
body
it anymore, is he?
So that's probably why no one's watching.
There's
it.
an Ocarina of Time Game Boy Color.
Nice.
This just lets me know that you weren't listening to a thing I was saying.
I listened.
Absolutely
when-
not. I was at consolevariations.com.
How dare
Everybody
you.
should check it out.
How
This is
dare you.
classic JD.
Classic me. Well, how about some more stuff that I'm not super involved in? You guys
we did something.
played this game. I Love You, Colonel Sanders.
Oh, my God.
The finger licking good dating sim.
Speaking of what I'd want to steal,
Yeah, each other's hearts.
Yes.
Why don't you guys tell me about your experience with the KFC sponsored, produced, and developed dating sims?
So who would like to go first?
why don't you start us off, Lynn?
All right. So I was kind of excited to see this because it was fun.
I was curious.
I saw the trailer and I was like, cute, funny, and then I just didn't think about it again. But then people kept on bringing it up to me because they were like, "We know you play dating sims. You want to play this
Lynn,
one?
you gotta
and I was
play
like,
it.
Also, do you know that I hate capitalism and I hate
Lynn,
corporate
participate in it.
anything. As I listen to K-pop on my way home.
And here's the
I'm a
thing.
hypocrite. This is fine.
I played it. I hate KFC. I am not
I
a
also
Kentucky
hate
Fried
KFC.
Chicken fan.
It's the
I'm going to
worst.
get more hate mail.
I'm going to Tarantino this. Here we go.
Oh,
So we'll start at the end.
You start
We're
at the
gonna start
end.
at the end, and
Oh.
then we'll rewind from the beginning.
there's just gonna be a lot more blood.
I got
of
a
blood.
notification from Instagram saying that someone had flagged a post of mine saying they were concerned about my well-being. And now we start with the KFC
shoot.
dating sim.
Now rewind.
Now
back.
rewind.
12 hours earlier.
Rewind.
Okay.
I start the KFC dating sim, and I'm like, okay, music is cute. We're listening to it right now.
It starts off
very mellow,
very so the music at the beginning, like the very intro,
Yeah.
is really.
It's like an anime opening.
It's like an anime
yeah,
opening.
high energy. You get introductions to the characters.
There's like a montage of the characters and
Yeah.
of KFC food coming
Yeah,
at you.
like-
Well, let me describe the Colonel Sanders in this image. If you haven't seen this game, this is not the Colonel Sanders you know. This is the most anime Colonel
This
Sanders
is
ever.
shoujo manga. Shoujo, yeah. did I
Very
pronounce it right?
thin, very svelte.
Minus
His hair is incredible.
Minus 50 pounds.
minus
50
100
years.
pounds.
No,
minus
he-
1,000 years.
He looks
no
like
beard.
a young silver fox Anderson Cooper. Like that's what he looks like.
but with a microscopic goatee that just
Chiseled
just
jaw.
screams sex.
Yes.
This guy is sex.
Oh, and the writing in the game when you first meet him, the meet cute is just like cherry blossoms, poof, animated from off.
It really
screen.
is, yeah.
The sun opens
Here he comes.
in the
Here he
window.
comes.
He walks into the classroom and poof, like floaty.
We're getting so
soft
close
background
to like the
paint.
future we were promised by like 90s cyberpunk movies in which fast food companies are manufacturing and producing pornography.
Yes.
Like that's where we're headed.
Very close.
We are,
You
Here's-
like go eat your
Here's
KFC
the
and
thing.
watch KFC porn.
Wouldn't be surprised if someone masturbated to this dude. He looks good. He
I
looks
mean,
good.
I'd
He's
watch KFC
desirable.
porn.
He's desirable. So I'm playing,
You're not my type.
So I'm like playing the game and I'm just like, haha, funny, this is good, yeah, fun, haha, good, yeah. Like shallow characters, really weird. And then all of a sudden, it's like day 2 or day 1 or something. And as I was playing through it, I'm like, I'm gonna try and get the best ending possible. So every choice I get, I'm like, Colonel Sanders, Colonel Sanders, Colonel Sanders. Like I'm just like,
Wait, you're
Going
not?
after
Do you
this
play
guy
as
hard.
Colonel Sanders?
No.
You're
you-
trying to.
You're an
yeah, you're trying to fuck Colonel
unseen
Sanders.
character who has a
Trying to get into
major
his
crush,
Mm-hmm.
trying to get into that
You're
bucket,
trying to grab that drumstick.
trying to
the
get
breasts.
into that bucket.
trying to get some of those biscuits.
You want him to his all over you. You want to his down. You want to
Lynn!
that fried chicken and
Okay, you just like him.
you want to that.
I didn't get that far in the game.
Oh, so you must have not gotten the secret ending.
I got. You know what my ending was?
secret ending.
Here's my Tarantino version. I lost, and the game told me I lost.
Oh my god.
I was like, "How did I lose?"
You didn't
It
get
didn't
them
even let me
biscuits.
finish the school. It was just like, "Yeah, you lost."
Oh, you must have made poor decisions.
I thought I was making good decisions.
Yeah.
Just a couple bad ones in a row, and Colonel Sanders was like, "Ew." Real quick, do you know what my character's name was?
Please tell me.
Carl's Jr.
Oh my god.
So reading this throughout the whole time, it was Carl Jr. trying to date Colonel Sanders, having a
Oh.
secret crush, and I was like, "This is incredible."
This
The
is-
dialogue was so good.
This is really good. Yeah, whoever did like the writing, it's solid. It's solid writing. The animation, like the art style, is also like spot on.
The music's good. Everything's
So
good. It's
Yeah.
just
it's just
Subject
it's a dating,
matter,
It's
just-
a dating sim that's created by a fast food restaurant.
it's not that, and it's not that interesting. I did
It's
not
boring.
have fun with it.
It's boring. It's boring. So I'm like taking pictures of like the screenshots. I'm like, huh, funny, posting on Instagram. Huh, funny, posting on Instagram. And when you first meet Colonel Sanders and he like walks in, you see his face and he's holding his glasses and they do the shine, pling. I took a picture of that and I just wrote, I want to die. And posted it.
Oh, that's where we.
And then the next one was like him like helping me cooking something, and I'm like, throw me into a volcano this very instant. Just do it. And later, so the ending, I thought I was doing really good. So
followers just like winging. They're so concerned about you.
Posting a picture of Colonel
Posting
sexy
pictures
Colonel
of sexy
Sanders.
They
Colonel
have no
Sanders saying, "I
context, so
want
she's
to
just
die."
looking at sad manga. Manga.
Magna. It's Magna.
Magna. Sad
Magna.
Magna. I always
Zach
associate
Magma,
those two
again,
words.
why I wanted to be thrown into volcano. That's
Right.
why I get my kicks.
There you go.
No, so like I played the whole thing, and like I was frustrated because I thought I was doing really well. Like every chance that I got to be as Colonel Sanders as possible, like to pursue him as a partner, I was into it. And at the very, very end, you graduate from the 3-day school. The semesters are
That's
3
your
days long.
semester.
Yeah.
3 days.
And
You learn a lot.
after the party or whatever, like we're dancing together, and he just is like, "Oh, you think that you're coming with me to be my business partner? This cannot be." And then like just departs into the wild to fulfill his dream of opening a successful chain of chicken restaurants.
What a
And so
jerk.
I didn't even get to be with him.
He's a jerk.
59 minutes, 57 minutes I played this game, and I didn't even get to be with
And it
him.
felt
And that
like
was me
500.
trying. No, and it felt like I was, again, would rather
Like you
die.
sold your soul a little bit
Yeah,
to get there.
to do this, and I didn't even get anything out of it. And
Yeah, I
then
was
late-
answering the questions. I was like, I don't want to make
Like, I don't
mashed potatoes
care.
and gravy.
I don't care.
I don't care what your secret ingredient is. I
Yeah.
don't.
Oh.
He tells you a secret ingredient, and in the game, it's blacked out.
Yeah.
You don't really get to see it.
Oh.
Come on. Come on.
I
They
bet
could have just said garlic, because garlic's definitely one of them.
The other funny thing about this is that they did that thing where they try to keep like the dating sim interesting, where it's like they add like little mini games, like Dream Daddy
Yeah,
added like
yeah.
little mini games where you would like do something else besides just point and click
Yeah.
to try and keep it interesting. So they tried to do that. So like they gave you quizzes, like where they would quiz you on like
That's where
your
I
cooking
failed.
knowledge or whatever. Oh yeah,
I
because
failed
you had
in my
to-
KFC knowledge.
Yeah.
I just don't know
all
that
of us
much
are gonna fail.
Yeah.
about
Because
KFC.
KFC is
I'm
hot
proud
garbage.
of failing
It's a
there.
bucket,
It's
hot
actually-
bucket of
it's
garbage.
actually not good. So yeah, I was just
That's how we were wondering how they're gonna like monetize that. It's because people are going into KFC to study up for the quiz because he's so hard to get. He plays so hard to get.
He's so hard to get. So like afterwards, I'm like, okay, that was like 15 minutes. I'm never getting back again. And I went and like did something else. I can't remember. I think I played Borderlands for a bit and killed some things, and I felt better.
Okay.
And then I was like, later, I was like, my husband got home from work, and I was just like, oh, check this out. And I was like showing him I was gonna show him pictures of like the KFC dating sim, and I opened up Instagram, and it was like, someone let us know that we should reach out to you to
Oh my
see if you
gosh.
need help. And I was like, excuse me? And it was like, click here for resources. And it's like a picture. I actually took a
Lynn was
screenshot
like,
of it.
I'm
That's
kind
why-
of offended.
that's why I wanna
and
talk.
yes, I do need some help.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I want
Thank you very
an
much.
Instagram customer service rep to talk
Yeah.
me down when
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
having an emotional crisis.
So it's a
I love
line
that.
con of a little hand holding a heart, and it says, "We're reaching out to offer help. If someone thinks that you might need some extra support right now, and asked us
Okay,
to help."
which one of your troll followers said that?
There are two options.
Wait,
here.
can I just
There
do
are-
that to anybody?
So there are two options here. Either
Yeah, I
one,
guess.
someone that I followed. Well, three. One, someone that I followed was like, "You absolutely should die." Report, and was like, "Yeah, like this is terrible, hilarious, haha, funny, trolling me." The other option is that someone said, "That's not funny at all. How dare you even make that joke?"
I love KFC
yeah,
and that game.
And then, well, no,
and I hate suicide.
it's like, and I hate suicide. You shouldn't joke about it. So reporting you. How dare you?
Like Lynn, hate suicide,
Mm-hmm.
like KFC, like
This
the
is the
game.
single most offensive post I've ever seen.
This is my version of the voicemail to
Yeah.
you, Peterson. Someone be like, "Your shit opinions. Report your post."
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on. I think we just had another one come in.
Wait, no.
Same guy.
Wait.
I think wait, we got another follow up, so maybe he'll talk more shit on you.
Oh, here we go.
Maybe he's calmed down because he just had to get off the phone last time. He had to rage quit.
All right. I
right.
lost service, which was
Sure
good.
did.
I needed a second to cool off after listening to Peterson and his crappy references. Just total shit references.
I don't know which one you're talking
Video
about.
games and food. All right. First off, Minecraft, not McDonald's. McDonald's is good.
Nope.
Peterson, it's good. You're not better
Yes.
than me.
Never
McDonald's.
knew I was better than
Fine.
you.
All right. Minecraft, Chuck E. Cheese. Only kids like it. There's no depth.
That's not bad.
There is very little to do. It gets boring really fast. But for some reason, kids, they just love it. They
This
keep
is
going
good.
back to it.
This
And
is better than your
because
comparison.
You are the Chuck himself. You
He's called
mouthy
you.
little guy.
Whoa,
All right.
whoa.
Mousy little guy.
What?
Fazoli's, what is that? Nobody's heard of that.
Okay.
Lies.
Any idea what you're talking about? All right.
Lies.
Second, The Legend of Zelda and Pizza Hut? No. Zelda is much better than that. Think of the best restaurant that you can. Hold it in your
Best
mind.
restaurant?
That's The Legend of Zelda. All right?
Okay.
Ever.
So the Legend of
easy.
Zelda's
Quit
Taco
making
Bell.
references.
Pump the brakes.
This guy's
Stop.
writing Zelda
You're done.
fan
You're
fiction.
Out. You can let other people do it. Don't want to hear it anymore. All right. Thank
Hey,
you. Thank you so much.
thanks for nothing.
That last thank you seemed a tad sarcastic.
Okay.
A little bit.
Really
Oh,
quickly, I have a point to make here. He said no one knows what Fazoli's is. We got a angry message
Fairly angry.
on Twitter from a gentleman who was like, "Are you kidding me? I love Fazoli's and I go there every chance I get." And he was not joking. So I don't know. I still don't know who you are, guy. But listen,
One of the biggest assholes in the world, too.
wait, is that about me? Because you played that last week about me on this same segment.
I don't know. It's open to interpretation.
Peterson, I think you need this a little bit more than I. We are reaching out to
Thank
offer
you.
help. Someone
So it
thinks
seems like you need some
you-
help
Peterson, are you
here
getting bullied right
Are
now?
you getting cyberbullied?
from some rando.
Some rando
Audio bully.
who doesn't like your comparisons on which video games are which foods. We all know this is a
Okay.
You
guys
blew it.
quickly. This is a polarized, hot topic. We would prefer that you have calm heads.
No, that's what I'm
prevail.
saying. This guy did exactly what you're supposed to do. He took a breath, he lost service, he called back, and very clearly articulated why Peterson sucks.
And he
gave very helpful, constructive criticism and
Thank
feedback.
you so much. You're wrong,
Peterson has the sassiest look on his face right now.
but thank you for calling.
That thank you also seemed sarcastic.
Join us next week for the follow-up.
I don't know who this guy is, but I love him. And I hate him at the same time.
Okay, we gotta move on. Okay, so what time are we at?
105.
Perfect. So when I reached out to Lynn about coming on, I asked her what she was playing, and she mentioned she's playing Borderlands 3. And I said I was playing Borderlands 3, and I was really excited. Lynn, you had a very succinct summary of your experience with Borderlands 3. Tell us what was your very quick...
Let's see if I can track down what I actually said.
You don't have to read it verbatim.
Nope.
Your thoughts
Gotta
are
read it.
probably the same. Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding. You don't have to read it.
What
It's
Lynn
okay.
said is that she described it as a huge, buggy clusterfuck mess.
Yes, that is the
Oh.
words I used.
That sounds right.
And you know what's funny is I'm really, really patient and tolerant. As long as it's not an online game with lag and load times and stuff in single-player games, I feel like that's what I grew up with, those types of experiences. And especially with single-player games back in the day when those things weren't patched out, you just had to
Just
live
had to
with
deal
them.
with it.
You
This
get
is what it was.
Jack and Daxter 2 on the PlayStation 2, that's not getting a patch, and it has a load hitch or something at a certain level. You just deal with it.
And listen, here's the thing. I am also a forgiving person, right? Like, I understand that games are made by humans.
Mm-hmm.
We are human. We make mistakes. There are real people who built this game, who lost sleep, who sacrificed, a
And
lot,
had to work for...
Randy Pitchford.
really long,
Right.
with not a lot of money because game workers haven't unionized yet. It's just, I get that.
Yeah.
But I lost guns. I'm mad.
But I lost them guns.
Yeah,
I
because
lost
I
my
thought Lynn
fake
was
guns.
being dramatic because I was like, for me, my experience has just been when we teleport into a new map or something, it takes a million years
Oh, it
to
takes a
load.
million years.
Have you installed yours on your PlayStation?
Yeah, so
does that help?
It's on PlayStation. No, it's gotten worse. It's like I
Wait,
think-
no, is yours installed like the game installed onto the
Yeah,
PlayStation?
yeah.
and it's not
yeah,
any better.
It's not doing great. No.
Blarg.
So like,
We
They're
just
trying to sell PS5s is what they're doing.
Here we go.
we just hit travel. When Jen and I play, and we both just pull our phones out.
Yep.
It's gonna be
It's
like
that bad?
It's gonna be a while. No,
Oh,
I've also
man.
done this thing because Jerem and I are playing split screen. So like when I'm split screen and I play on his file where he hasn't like gone as far as me, if I go to play solo again, just myself, I have to go I can't fast travel to where I've been before if Jerem hasn't been there yet.
because
Like,
he's in charge.
it forgets. No, like if I'm playing by myself after I've played with
Right,
him,
but
it-
did he invite you to the game originally? So it was his
Yes.
game, and so you had
it forgets that I've gone to those places, so I have to go back down to Ellie's stupid little shuttle launch to the planet again, and then discover all of those fast travel stations again.
Wait.
It blows.
That's just a
it blows
quality-
me.
Why don't you?
life
What if you
issue.
just quit the game and then log back in as yourself? Wouldn't
That's what happens.
Wait, really?
Yeah, no, really.
That's what you get for playing by yourself.
I know. I have no friends. This is hard. Like we were making fun of you because we were saying that you had no friends.
a lot of projection,
and it
wasn't it,
it was a
guys?
joke.
was-
But
you were
this is
projecting.
my actual life.
I have
I don't have friends that play with me.
That guy online is my friend. He called
I
me
know-
twice.
I know.
called you
I
the
know.
Chuck
I'm your
himself. That's
best
your
friend,
nickname.
but you're really not my best friend.
Here's the thing. Even though it's buggy as hell, I'm having a hard time. Split screen real fucks so hard.
Did you? You didn't play.
I'm still having a good time.
You didn't play vertical, right? Because that's where.
That only gives you the one choice. It
Right.
only gives you horizontal.
I'm sorry. In Borderlands,
Borderlands
2.
2.
Oh, I did play
You-
vertical.
You did? Mm-hmm. That's what's
great.
been killing me.
It kills
Jenna and
me.
I played
It
in
kills me.
vertical.
We can't see a damn thing.
Well, it was so funny because when we very first started playing, Jenna was like, "Yeah, it's okay," and I was like, "Dude, do you want to just switch to vertical just to see?" And it wasn't like she was complaining about the split screen. I just did it on a lark because I'd never seen. Well, I had seen, but when was the last time you saw vertical split screen? Resident Evil 5.
Yeah, when was the last time a game offered split screen?
Yeah, exactly. And so
Doesn't
we
happen
switched
a
it,
lot.
and it was like a whole new world. She was so stoked, and then we beat the whole game because she loved it so
Yeah.
much because you have your own. So this brings about. This is why I want to talk about the segment because this is something I've been seeing quite a bit, and it's been a bit militarized, and I'll get into that in a second. But patient gaming is this concept of waiting for a game to get ironed out. So you iron out all those bugs. You wait a couple years for Borderlands 3 to all their DLC comes out and all the bugs are fixed. all the multiplayer issues are fixed and ironed out, and those issues have been reported by people that have been really pissed over the last 2 years about these things, and you pick it up on a Steam sale for $10. And that's the thing, is this virtue that these people live by. And quite frankly, it's a good virtue because there are so many games, we talk about this all the time, that come out all the time. And to try to keep up with them is kind of an exercise in madness and can become a very expensive exercise in madness. And especially if you've budgeted $60 for Borderlands 3 and you're playing half the time on your phone while you're waiting for it to load, or you're losing guns, that's something that you can be like, dang, I could be playing. Like when I went back and played Last of Us, which was, I played the remaster.
That was like a year ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, and the remaster at the time was like 2 years old. The game itself at the time was like 6-7 years old, and it was gorgeous. It was perfect. It was like the most enjoyable experience I ever had. And so that's kind of what we don't talk about. And then one of the other things when I talk about it being militarized, so there is a patient gaming subreddit, which is a lot of people like, hey, I just picked up BioShock Infinite for the first time and played it, and it was awesome, and they talk about it. But they're now using it as a bludgeon to wield against game companies. Like they're saying, oh, well, if you're going to be an exclusive on the Epic Game Store, I'm just going to be a patient gamer about it. And that's the idea. Is like, we'll just wait until it's, which I'm like, that's what we've been saying the whole time.
You can do that.
Just do that and shut up and quit bitching about it. But they're like, but I think they're being the loudest because they're the ones that have already bought the game, and they're like,
they've already purchased it.
They're like, if I can convince someone else to not buy it, then my conscience is clear.
Oh, but I'm gonna play it.
Oh, I'm gonna play it because I love Borderlands.
I'm gonna play it,
but no one else. You guys should check out Patient Gamers.
You should wait.
Patient Gamers.
You should wait.
So I think it's awesome. But we want to talk about kind of like the virtues and the pros and the cons. What do you guys like about this? What don't you like about this?
I think what's funny about this is that this is actually the first time I've heard that term, patient gaming, that there's a subreddit dedicated to it, that people
I thought it was about people in hospitals.
Yeah, that too.
Nice. Patient gaming.
Actually, when you first wrote that, I was like, patients? Gaming? Like, who?
You're stuck in the hospital.
You're stuck in the hospital. You pull out your Switch.
The English language is so borked sometimes. I'm like, what are we doing here?
No, this is good. What were you saying?
But it's funny because I think I do this anyway, not meaning to.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's out of just pure laziness and just being poor. Like, just being like, oh, it'd be kind of fun to play that game, but
is that worth $60?
That much money right now.
$60 is a lot of money. I could buy a lot of McDonald's.
And I could just play Stardew Valley again. I guess I won't. And so I just don't.
Here comes year 6.
That's why you'll see me in like a year or two from now being like, dude, Spider-Man was fucking dope. Why didn't more people talk about this?
Well, and then you talk about the money, and that's one of the things that's starkest to me is that right now with Borderlands 3, you're like, am I getting $60 out of this game because it's buggy and all that stuff? In 2-3 years, for $30, you absolutely know you're getting $30 out of that game.
Yep.
So it's 100% like the right financial choice to make.
And here's the other stupid thing about that is that this is Borderlands. This is a shoot and loot. This is sort of an RPG, right? Like I'm not playing this for the story at all, but I want to know what happens, and I'll be like, if you guys spoil it for me, fuck you. Like, I want to know what happens, and that's why I'm playing it now. Like,
I don't think you need to worry about Borderlands spoilers. Unless you hang out in the community a lot, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care, and I haven't seen
know how
anything
Borderlands
about the
2
story.
ended.
But I already have seen a couple of things where I'm like, I'd prefer if I hadn't even seen that.
Oh, okay.
Like, I want to go in blind. I don't want anyone to ruin this for me. I got far enough in the game where something big happened, and I am so glad that I didn't that wasn't spoiled for me. And this is again a game that the story doesn't actually matter. It's still just fun.
It's just fun.
It's just fun.
Yep. So for me, I do this a lot. I wait, especially on single player games. For multiplayer, it's different because it's flash in the pan type of stuff. The new Call of Duty comes out. If you want to play, you have to buy it right away. No. You have to play it because in a year and a half, 2 years, no one's going to be playing it online.
Can't wait to play Fortnite in 2025.
PUBG.
Have you guys seen this game? It's so cool.
Dude, Fortnite. Have you heard of it?
You're building stuff and running around.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You drop out of a plane with 3 other people. It's really fun.
With 3 other people.
It's always the same 3 people. It's really cool.
I don't know how they get us all together every time.
Matchmaking is really tough. These guys are way good.
But single player games, I think it's totally worth waiting just to do it. First of all, unless you're like a massive fan. If you are a massive fan, you're not going to be able to wait, right? You're not going to be able to wait for that to come out. But if you are a lukewarm fan, the game looks amazing, you want to play it, here's the thing. You should absolutely wait. There are so many games to play, so many good games to play. If you're lukewarm on it, just wait. Wait a year. Wait 6 months. Even it will be a much better product in 6 months than it is today. So
Yep.
I'm a proponent of just, hey, wait it out if you can. You know?
I feel like this podcast kind of screws me on that sometimes because I'm like, I feel like I have to talk about Borderlands 3 when it's out and like it's relevant because no one wants to listen to a podcast of patient gaming. Remember this game? Oh,
Right.
do you remember this game?
Legit, that's what I feel like every time I come on this show. It's like, I
Hey,
finally
guys,
got
I
a-
just
But that's
started
just the
playing
thing is, like
Stardew.
there's so many
Woo!
good merits. Yeah, I played both of Peterson and I played Stardew Valley way after
Way
the
later.
big craze. It did not disrupt my enjoyment.
Oh no,
whatsoever.
I just started playing Red Dead too.
Oh, perfect.
I just started playing.
Yeah, yeah. You didn't buy it, did you? On PS4?
Yeah, did.
Let me know you'd borrowed it from me.
Oh.
If you have PS4 games,
Just message JD
message
first.
me if you want to play because I probably have them.
Do you have every game?
No.
Messaging you right
every
now.
single game.
Dear
Lynn just
Jonathan.
starts texting me right.
A list.
texting
have
me
these
right
over to
now.
I
me.
have Barbie's
These are
Magical
costing
Horse.
me 10 cents a piece. I'm roaming.
Oh my god.
All
Do you have
right.
Just Dance 2019?
Really quickly, the other piece of this is for me. A lot of what game I'm playing is decided by what I feel like playing at the moment.
This is so
Like
true.
I get in a mood to play a certain type of game where I'm and this is a huge deal with shooters. So like Gears 5, I'm enjoying the game. I don't want to play a shooter right now. I want to play something different. And so it's hard for me to get back into it. It's hard for me to buy a game if I'm not into that genre at the moment. I'm the same way with music, right? I won't listen to music for like months until I'm like, I'm back into music now.
Yeah.
And I get way into it. I'm the
Yeah.
same way with games, right?
Yeah. That's fair. Okay. So that brings
This
us.
is really sad though too, because like sometimes I think I'm in that same boat where I'm like, oh, I'm just not in the mood to play this game. And there's legit been times where I've been like, all right, here we go, Horizon Zero Dawn, we're gonna do it, gonna play the best game of all time if I believe what my husband says. And
I own that too. You
yeah,
borrowed that
and I
from me.
do. Well,
$120.
Oh, I own all the
we
games.
own it.
Richie Rich over here.
Yeah. I'm rich because I'm
bag.
smart with my money
Money
and I
bag.
borrow games from people.
money bags.
Oh shit.
I'll be like, here, I'm gonna do it, and then I will legit have the thought, that just sounds like so much work. How exhausting to play a new exciting
start a
game
new
with
game.
a fleshed out story and new mechanics. Ugh.
I saw a post on Reddit that was saying that games should have an adult mode.
Oh, this is
where
amazing.
where you come back to a game after like 6 months and it's like, hey, noticed you've been gone for 6 months. Here's all the story stuff you missed. Here's the summary.
And here's the
how all the
tutorial
buttons
again.
work.
Yes.
Here's all the controls
Just a
you've
quick
forgotten.
5 minutes.
Here's some combos that you might want to do. Here you go. The adult mode. That's
This-
what I want. I want to patent that shit.
Yep.
Yes, please do this.
I would love it.
I
Are
need,
you kidding me?
I need that so
In
bad
all
in my
games.
life. And
I
I
need
need
that
that
in
in just
all
not in
games.
games. It's just, hey, you haven't seen this relative in a while. Here's their backstory.
Here's a
Here's the
summary.
last offensive thing they said to you.
We all need personal assistants.
They do it with TV shows.
If you had a personal assistant, you could just be like, "Hey, go find where I was in that game and give me a summary." And then when I sit back down here with my hot pot, with my pizza rolls, in like 20 minutes, you better have a prepared report for me, Jensen.
30 pizza rolls.
30 pizza rolls. Go.
Dude, I love it.
Don't play no reindeer games with me.
Here we go. We got a reindeer game.
Probably my least favorite thing on the soundboard.
Oh my
Reindeer
God.
games.
The super long reindeer games.
Don't play no reindeer games with me.
Yeah.
Why did we call it reindeer games?
Dude, one of our listeners, listen, you guys, some of you, I know, have gone back through and listened to all of our episodes. If you could track down why the fuck we started calling it reindeer games, I don't know.
I don't know
Another
either.
kudos.
Another kudos. Yeah, we
We
will
give
give
you-
you a
drop you some
straight up kudos on the show because I just don't know, man.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
Sometimes our brains, I don't get it.
Okay, so when we're playing a game on our game podcast, we call it reindeer games, and Peterson invented a really good one.
This is a game we played with Trent a few weeks ago, and I wanted to play it again. So what I did is I gave these guys 4 categories to come up with characters. The first one was an animal character. The second one was a character you want to punch in the face. The third one was a character you might describe as cute. And the fourth was a villain.
Gotcha.
So I try to throw some real general ones there and then some real specific. So who did you guys select as your animal character?
I chose Bulbasaur, best Pokemon.
Good.
I
Bulbasaur?
chose Daxter, for the Ocelot.
What kind
from
of-
Jack and Daxter? He's an Ocelot,
ocelot.
which is a real animal, not made up for a video game.
Do people think that? Do people think ocelots are fake?
I don't
What?
know.
Isn't that like a Archer thing too? Look at his tufted ears. Look at his paws.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Okay,
watch Archer?
so then
I do.
Okay, so we have Daxter and Bulbasaur. Okay, character you want to punch in the face, and you wouldn't feel bad about it.
Jacob Seed from Far Cry 5.
That's a good one. I do want to punch him.
one.
But then I was like, I'm going to choose Jacob Seed, and he's going to end up like, we're going to go to Burning
Your
Man
best
together. With the way this fucking game works.
Dude,
I
he
know
would
he's going to
belong at Burning Man.
I
too.
yeah,
know.
that's the thing though. He'd actually be great at Burning
He'd fit in
Man.
great.
Yeah, until the killings.
Well, it's called
Right
Burning
up,
Man.
right up until the killings.
He's gonna take it literal.
Listen, it's
Okay.
Burning Man. The
You
killings
ready to go
happen
burn
anyway.
some people? Wait, what?
Excuse me?
Oh, Jacob, that's the other festival.
Oh, dude, no. That's just what it's called.
You're looking for Fire Fest.
He was there too. So who's your character you want to punch in the face?
Well, just because it's been on my radar, honestly, it's Ava from Borderlands 3. I want to punch her right in her stupid little teenage face.
the teenage girl you want to punch in
I
the
want
face?
to punch
Okay.
her in the face. Like, spoiler alert, everyone. Actually, no, Jonathan's playing this game. I won't say that. Unless you want to cover your ears real quick.
Oh, there's headphones on him, so I can't cover him.
Well,
Keep
never
it to
mind.
He
yourself.
can't hear. He
I'll
has
keep it to
headphones
myself,
on.
but yeah, no, she's just a little
You
shit.
hate her.
She's a little shit.
Ava from Borderlands and Seed, Jacob Seed. Okay, character you might describe as cute.
Oh, this one was so easy. Because when I was little, I was obsessed
Colonel
with...
Sanders.
No, that is...
The villain.
The villain.
No, that is what sexually arouses me. That's
Oh.
a character that's...
That was not a category.
So
Lynn
that's
just
why,
wanted to share.
So that's why I didn't choose him.
Okay, so what?
I was obsessed with Yoshi when I was little. Like I just thought he was the
Oh.
cutest effing little
Yoshi's
thing. Like
cute.
before I even knew what video games were, I knew what Yoshi was, and I
Right.
would just like spend hours doodling him. I thought he was the cutest. fucking
That
thing.
is true. Yoshi is cute.
I chose Mew from Pokemon.
Other good,
Oh.
very good choice.
Mew is extremely cute.
Okay,
Cutie.
Mew. And then villain.
You go first, Jonathan.
The Goose.
Oh my
Untitled Goose Game.
The
You're
Goose.
the villain. If you're playing that game and you don't realize that you are in fact the villain,
I knew.
in
That
no
is
video
true.
game do you get your face put up with like a big red cross by all just normal people.
Do not want
and
this
you're
guy here.
a good guy.
Oh no! The second that I stole that child's glasses, and
Oh,
then like locked
you
him
knew you were a
and
bad
locked him
person, a
in
bad
the telephone
goose.
booth, I was just like, hell yeah, this is what it feels like to be bad. I chose
Good call.
GLaDOS, the classic best villain.
Okay, the villain from
Portal.
what? Portal. That's I couldn't think of what the game was called. Portal. Okay, so here we go. Here's the first one. Real easy one. Okay, so I'm gonna say what this is, and you get to pick out of your characters which one you want this to be. Okay, so this is your partner on an intense work project for about 6 months. Who would you want to work with from your list? So you have Lynn. Remind us who you
I
have.
have Bulbasaur, Ava, Yoshi,
God.
GLaDOS.
I only have animals, so the only person I can work with is Jacob Seed.
So you're going to be on a project with.
I'd be on a
Jacob
group
Seed?
project. That motherfucker gets stuff done.
Yeah,
That's
you might
true.
He took
actually-
over an entire county
You
in
actu-
Montana.
You actually might get promoted, like hard.
You wouldn't even have to work that hard. He would just
Nah,
do it.
Exactly. He's I'm the shitty group member, and he's taking point because he is a natural, like, intense leader.
He doesn't care.
I don't have to work on the project anymore.
He's gonna be intense too. He's gonna leave some bodies on the side of the road, literally.
Oh, no one's gonna fuck with me when you're like you're not gonna get fired. No one
Oh
will
wait,
fire
you
our
work with
department.
Seed?
No.
Oh, no. You're
whatever
fine.
you
You're-
want, man.
Whatever
You're
you want.
making
This is great.
massive cuts to the
Yeah.
department.
Yeah, no, that's fine. You got it.
Okay.
You do what you need to do, Seed.
Okay, so Jacob Seed, who do you got?
Oh gosh, I think it's got to be GLaDOS, man, because she is
Well, yeah, she's a robot.
Yeah, she's
She's
a
like an-
robot, a mastermind. If the presentation or like the project goes poorly, she can just kill all of our superiors, and then
and she would sound really nice doing it. She
Yeah.
does sound friendly all the time.
So really,
She would be great at presenting the material.
Yeah, this is just a win for me.
Yeah, that's
feel-
true.
Either we
Okay.
do really
Good for
well
presentation.
because she's a robot mastermind, or we do badly and she kills everyone.
You do. She does poorly, and she puts everyone through some like twisted. Like,
Us ladies got to stick together.
test.
GLaDOS and I are going to shatter that glass ceiling.
hey, if anyone could. Okay. So number 2, which character would you select to narrate your life?
Goose.
Oh my gosh, JD's just walking around and you're gonna hear that always.
Yeah, all the time.
Well, I guess you could have said Mew and it'd be Mew, Mew.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really any winners. You
Nope.
haven't.
No.
Okay, who would you have narrate your life?
God.
See, that's what should have been GLaDOS.
God, yeah, that would have been so much better. I would be like way more badass. Like every decision I make. Shit. No, it's.
Who do you have still?
I have Bulbasaur, Yoshi, and Ava. So the only one that is a human that could speak words is Ava, but every word that comes out of her mouth.
What does she sound like?
Oh, like a whiny teenage girl?
Oh,
Lynn?
man.
Lynn is sitting in the bathtub again
Oh,
for like
here she
2
goes.
hours. God.
It's not even warm
Why
anymore.
isn't she out there? We should be doing something. That is what Ava sounds like.
Shut up, Ava. I am doing something for
am-
myself.
Self-care.
for me.
It's self-care, Ava.
Everything's self-care, huh?
It's got to be Yoshi, because no matter what I'm doing, like he has an inflection for that. So it's like I'm like working out at the gym, Yoshi. I'm
you
working.
go.
I'm working at work, Yoshi. Like just
He's
like
very.
really
You sound
encouraging.
positive. Okay. Okay.
Wow.
Yoshi.
So you spent a lot of time drawing him and apparently a lot of time practicing.
There might have been a small portion of
It
my
was like
life where I wanted to be a Yoshi.
It was like a Yoshi phase.
It lasted from like when I was
I-
like 6 until I was like now.
Yeah, so it's like if I'm otherkin Yoshi.
Oh, there you go.
Respect that identity of mine.
Okay, so number 3.
Will do.
This is you select the character you would be stuck on a desert island with.
You.
Bulbasaur, easy.
Mew and
Pokemon, best
Bulbasaur.
choices.
Yeah, those are really good ones.
Yeah.
How'd you guys both get a Pokemon for this one?
Because
it's the
Pokemon
best
are-
game of all time.
What would you do with
There's
Mew
a-
though?
there
What does Mew do?
It's a psychic Pokemon.
Yeah.
So you
Who's
just-
So if we
everyone
wanted
thought
to
he
get
was
off the
extinct?
island, we could
He
just
could just
fly
float
off.
you away.
Yeah.
Bulbasaur.
I mean, he's a good survivalist.
You could
I
eat
think,
him,
friend.
and like worst case scenario, just eat him.
Do you think he could
I would
grow
never
things?
do that.
Huh?
I would
You
never
think
do-
he could grow
Yeah.
things?
Yeah, definitely.
He
That could
contributes
help.
to the
Yeah,
growth.
if he like evolves into Venusaur or something, I can like eat the leaves, the petals off of his
Off
little
of
flower,
him?
off his little flower.
Ooh, that seems worse than just eating him outright. Just like plucking parts of him off
It'll
and
grow
eating
back.
them. I don't know. That seems wrong.
It's like eating
It's sustainable.
1/4 of a
Do-
horse and
do
leaving
I
the rest
ask-
of it alive.
You guys watch Adventure Time, right? It's
No.
like, it's like, where'd you get this meat? From Meat Man? I don't think I want to eat Meat Man's meat anymore. I don't think I want to eat Bulbasaur's leaves anymore.
Okay, this is a Pokemon.
Salad.
Okay, the last one. This is the character you have to dress as a sexy this for Halloween. This is your Halloween costume.
It's got to be Ava then.
So
God.
you're a sexy Ava.
That's not bad. Wait.
What's yours?
That's not bad, but she is a child.
What is she? What does
I
she
told you
look
not
like?
to pick a child,
I,
Lynn.
you did!
It's always going to be a sexy thing at the end.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, but this is just your Halloween costume,
The
so it's like
potential of sexy
you're wearing.
Yoshi. Oh my god.
I was hoping you would say
Fuck.
Yoshi.
Sexy
Yoshi.
Sexy Yoshi.
Lynn's like, I already have 2 sexy Yoshi costumes.
I have some fan fiction about
Look,
it.
you don't go through puberty thinking you're Yoshi without having some sexy Yoshi costumes.
Listen, if Yoshi's story
Wait, what
was my
is-
sexual awakening,
Will you
then
pull
guys
up-
can just deal with that.
Will you pull up what Ava looks like?
Yeah, I'm busy looking at sexy cosplay of Daxter,
Is that
Oh, that's what you got stuck with.
and it exists.
wait? Which one is Daxter? The one
the
on the left?
animal one.
Dude. Okay, no shirt. That it's
like a bodysuit.
but you know you're gonna go no shirt,
Yeah.
and you're just gonna
Cut out the nipples.
you're just gonna like paint your top half so you just like orange on the shoulders. Oh,
The ears.
I could see
the
this.
Ears.
The ears.
The ears. It's like it's got that Robin Hood like Disney animated film kind of vibe to it. where
Ooh,
you're
I
just
would
like-
be. That's not bad, JD.
That's the first film where you're just like, huh?
What is? I got to see what
the
Ava
animals
looks
act?
like though.
Are they?
Ava.
She's got like some dope,
Borderlands.
like steampunky stuff going on.
I could wear this exact costume.
Oh my gosh, there is a
That-
sexy
There is
Dexter.
indeed.
It already exists.
That's cool.
Indeed.
Ava.
Damn,
oh, yeah, you could do Ava, but she does look a little young.
Yeah.
Wait,
so it's
Ava
like,
from what?
from
Borderlands
Borderlands
3.
Yeah. So like, age her up.
Nope. You didn't. Ava at 18.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah. I shouldn't
You
have
gotta
chosen.
stop.
I shouldn't have
You
chosen
should have
a
listened to
girl.
what I said.
I shouldn't have chosen
Don't
a
pick
child.
a child, Lynn.
Shouldn't have chosen
You
a
should have
child.
waited for Yoshi.
I should
And
have.
you should have
Oh my
waited
God.
for the goose.
You guys, our friend just left us another voicemail.
What?
Oh, shoot.
Again?
Same
Yeah.
guy?
I think
Our
it's the same. It's the
friend?
same number. Yeah, I mean,
No,
he's
this
our
is-
friend.
this
He's
is-
my friend.
This is a critic.
Yeah,
All right. So this is
a little
the last
excessive
time I'm
now.
going to call. I feel kind of bad.
because we're almost done with the
Little-
sode.
Mean to Peterson.
Thank
My
you.
last voicemail. Don't want him to, have his feelings hurt or anything.
Don't
You know,
flatter yourself.
Peterson, you're doing great. You
You're doing great.
sometimes
Thanks, buddy.
have some, opinions that are okay. Keep doing the okay stuff.
Just keep doing the
Fine,
okay
buddy.
stuff.
You're all
Some
right.
high praise.
Don't worry about it. Just brush it off. You're okay.
Oh my
And
gosh.
still, though, please quit making references, but don't feel bad. It's just constructive criticism.
Dude, I'm gonna start saying that every time I roast someone. Just say it's just constructive
Listen,
criticism.
How was that more offensive?
Wait.
Yeah,
to
it
you.
somehow seemed like the worst one of the three.
That was just so condescending.
Yeah,
it's
got,
like,
like-
talking to a child.
Got like real passive aggressive, it felt like. Jeez.
I know that you think that you have opinions.
You have some okay ones. Some of the things you say are, you know what, guy? Listen, guy.
This is coming. Another Peterson opinion coming up hot.
You know what? Here's the thing. I don't like what you're having. I'm going to give you some constructive criticism. Your voicemails suck. And I don't like you very much. And
That's enough.
1v1 me,
criticism.
bro.
Oh yeah, you should 1v1.
I'm going to rage quit your voicemail.
Dice of Destiny.
Okie doke. Dice of Destiny is our favorite little game we play at the end of our episodes, in which we roll a 20-sided dice with 20 different game genres assigned to it. And then we roll a 6-sided dice to see how much money we can spend on it. And then finally we roll a dice to see who has to pick a game that fits those parameters, find it, play it, and review it.
Mm-hmm.
Peterson recently rolled a...
Casual game for $30 or less.
And he decided on a game called Chalk.
Don't do it.
It's a game called Chalk.
I need to review this, so you can't do that until the end.
Okay, well, let's hear your Chalky
Stop.
review.
So the game is called Chuck, and it's spelled TSIOQUE. Chuck.
Chalk is naturally savage.
Chuck.
I
The
hate
game's called Chuck.
everything about that right now. Thumbs down.
Wait. So listen. Chuck is a point-and-click adventure where you're playing as a little girl, and you're probably, if I had to
Her name
age-
is Chalk.
Her name is Chuck. The girl is Chuck. And you're probably 4 or 5 years old. You've been captured. So your mom is the queen, and she's left to go fight an evil phoenix that's coming into
As
the
queens do.
Yep. So she left to fight, and she left you at the castle, and
like you do with 4-year-old
the
children.
evil and the wizard decided to take over when she was gone. So now the castle is like run by these little minions, which are actually really funny and cute. Like when they catch you, they're like, oh, well, the whole thing is you just need to be quiet. If you're too loud, the wizard hears you and he's like, "Be quiet!" and he'll come and you like have to start over,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
But the guys are always like, "Quiet! Hey, quiet you!"
And you
you're
say
like,
it's a point and click?
so it's puzzles.
How can
you're
you
like
not
trying
be
to solve-
quiet in a point and click if you fail a puzzle?
Yeah, so like
Oh,
you're
okay.
doing it and you get caught and stuff. I'll say one good thing that I loved about this is if you failed a puzzle, it would start you back over within 5 seconds. You'd be right back into it, right back where you left off. So it wasn't like take you all the way back to this point, and you have to watch a cutscene, and then you have to go do all this stuff again. It was like, nope, right there, exactly where you were when you lost. And so the puzzles, I say, were really easy. It was a very easy game. There was a couple things that were tough, but that was mostly because you just didn't see where you were supposed to click. But everything was pretty easy. You're this little girl, and you always have a scowl on your face, which was kind of hilarious because it's this cute little girl and her eyes are huge and she's mad the whole time. She's walking around like angry.
Solving puzzles.
So just, causing trouble around the castle, and the evil wizard will come down, be quiet, and he'll teleport, and come over to you. And you're just really causing like trouble throughout the whole thing. And you have
She's the goose. It's the goose.
Yeah, it's mischief.
But you're trying to escape, and there's these minions, of course, everywhere, which are really stupid, and it's really funny. And there's animals you're trying to rescue. So there's like a duck, and a dog, and a cat, and a zebra, and a bear. And these are like your family crest animals, and you're like rescuing them from something, and then you're trying to escape. I'm gonna spoil the game quite a bit.
Okay.
So the story, it was pretty good. It was funny. I did start losing interest after a couple hours, and I did finish the game just because they were so easy, but it did kind of keep you engaged because it was easy. You weren't like stuck. That's the thing. You knew exactly, I got this item. Now I know where I'm supposed to go do with it, right? And it made traveling around really quick and easy. But, it started to get a little like, this is pretty easy after a couple hours. But the game ends so cute.
Oh.
And I didn't think I would say that because it was like a dark theme.
Yeah.
And like, you finally contact your mom through this magic ball, and then the wizard shows up and he's like yelling at you, and everything kind of changes. And then all these modern items start to show up in this castle, kind of like time had been altered. So where there was a big like gate, what is the front gate of a castle called? The one that goes up and down?
A gate.
Yeah, just the big castle gate is now just like a door. It just looks like a modern door, and it's kind of like colored differently. And so you're escaping from this guy. And finally, you've like made this potion. You're escaping from him. You hop on the zebra, and you're riding off. And he's chasing you. And he's gotten real big, and he's chasing you. And you jump this ravine, and right then he grabs you, and you're like, "What?"
No.
And then it ends, and it comes, and then while he's pulling you back, it zooms out a little bit. And your zebra is a little zebra toy, and it goes bouncing off the stairs. You're a little girl living in an apartment. And all of this has been in your head, and the evil wizard is your dad. Because he has like a...
Sorry, I thought this was headed.
He's a game producer, and he's got just like a shirt with a skull on it. Mm-hmm. And you're angry this whole time because he's just captured you. Right. And the door you're trying to get out is the front door. Mm-hmm. And you've escaped, and he's brought you back, and then the queen comes home, and it's your mom.
Yeah.
And it does this whole dialogue, like she's so tired, and she came home from work, and now it's dad's turn to go to work. And the parents are talking, the little girl's like, "Stop it! I want to tell you about my adventures as Princess Chuck." Right? And it's really funny, but the best part, and I brought some of these images so you can see, I printed them out. At the very end, in the credits, is images, because the whole game is hand-drawn, so it reminds me of like Sword in the Stone Disney version. Okay. That's what it kind of looks like. So I'll show you these to you. So the first picture I'm showing is a little girl, and she's just, when you think about it, you're like, she's just been causing trouble around the house all day, and her dad's exhausted. So the first one is a little girl with a plunger, mm-hmm. and if you play the game, you're like, I know what that is.
Right.
The house weapon that you're trying to get the whole time is a mace, and she's collects this mace, and she's just hitting stuff with it, and then you're like, oh, I'm a little girl with a toilet plunger hitting stuff.
And just being a shit to your dad.
And the dad in all of these is so tired. The second one is the dad's looking over your shoulder while you're like,
making
the
potions.
Little girl's mixing all these things together. That's you making the potion. There's a bunch of these images at the end, which made it so cute. Because then the last one, you have an invisibility cloak you use, and you walk around, and it's showing the dad sitting there like looking for her while she's standing in front of him with a blanket over her head.
Unbelievable.
The whole game,
so cute.
It brings it all together. It's only like a 3 hour experience maybe, mm-hmm. but it was so
What'd
cute.
You play
at
this
the
on?
End. On PC.
And how much was it?
$10, I think.
That's awesome.
It was a lot of fun.
Holy shit.
Just because of the end. And I've got a daughter, and I'm like, oh, this is so cute. The game, I'll say, it was pretty fun. Would I play it again? No, obviously, because I've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't recommend people just go buy it because it's just not a ton of fun to play. It was fine.
Yeah.
But the story at the end made it so cute.
Yeah, that's adorable.
And so I enjoyed it.
So wait for a sale?
Yeah, if you can get this game for like $5, then yeah.
Okay.
Play it.
I dig it. All right.
Chuck!
Chuck.
So Peterson loves Chuck. Chalk that up to another good game from Peterson.
Oh my god.
Chuck it up to a win.
That means, Peterson, that means you roll?
We're rolling.
Roll that.
We'll roll a 20-sided die for
20.
the genre we got to play.
Oh my gosh.
15.
15 is a survival game.
Oh, so many of those right now. That is a popular genre.
So survival is out, and 2D is now
is replacing
now
it.
on there. Lynn, do you want to play with us?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you're in on this then. Okay, so I'm now rolling a 6-sided die for the max amount you can spend on the game. I rolled a 5, so $50 or less, which is like anything.
So now you can play
you can
anything.
spend $5, you can spend $50. This is really just anything. Okay, I'll be 1-2. JD will be 3-4. Lynn, you'll be 5-6. Okay, you ready? 2.
Is that me?
That's me.
Nice.
So I'm playing a survival game. That's all right. I love survival genre. So
This is good. I hate
survival genre for $50 or less. I'm gonna see if Trent wants to pick my game. He gets to, as a patron,
Oh, yeah.
as a boss level patron.
Yeah. We have a couple of those. Guys, if you're a boss level patron, don't forget.
You control
You
Peterson's
control
You can pick my game.
our Dice of Destiny picks. So make sure to hit us up on Discord
I
or
don't wanna ask
Facebook or
Trent.
whatever. And yeah, Trent will pick a troll game for you. He'll pick DayZ.
No.
All right, guys, that does it for us this week. To play us out, we have the theme from KFC, I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating sim. If you guys want links to that console, consolevariations.com, or to any of the other stuff we talked about, make sure to follow us on social media. We're on Facebook and Twitter at 3-Bit Gamer Show. I'm JD, logging off.
This is Peterson going AFK.
This is Lynn, and I'm mad as hell!
I'm not gonna take it anymore.
Peterson Productions.